I don't even know what to say, bro. We just finished KvK1 and KvK2. A new season has already arrived. I had so many plans before KvK2 was here, regarding commanders, equipment, resources, and boom, that was a slap on my face. Looks like the time between KvK1 and KvK2 is like 10 or 11 days, which is crazy because it pretty much gives me, or any player who is not hardcore with, a lot of farm accounts spending a ton of money, it gives us pretty much no time to prep for the second KvK. The funny thing is, when I started this account, I always thought like, okay, I'm going for KvK3 with this account. I don't care about KvK1 and 2. I just need to get through that stage. And looks like devs of Rise of Kingdoms thinks the same thing. They just want us to get through that KvK1 and 2 stage as fast as possible, so we can get to KvK3 and then Season of Conquest, so that we can start struggling with the crystal tech. That is crazy. There's obviously nothing we can do, so we have to go with it. We have to prepare our accounts, as good as possible before KvK2. Today I'm going to explain what were my plans and what are they now, because they definitely changed quite a bit. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, so power-wise, I pretty much had nothing in mind. I wasn't targeting a certain power, so it doesn't matter. VIP, I thought I could get VIP 14 before KvK2, but looks like we won't. Yeah, we do have a sufficient amount of gems, but if I spend all of it right now, this left me with pretty much 0 gems. So let's say tomorrow or the next week there is a More Than Gems event, I won't be able to participate, which is like very bad for an account who wants to maximize the value from the gems that you spend. So we are not going to do that. Or let's say there is a really good gem spending event regarding equipment or materials. Again, I won't be able to participate in it just to sake of getting VIP 14 as fast as possible. So that's not something that I'm going to do. I'm going to keep saving my gems until like probably 2 More Than Gems back to back, which is going to be the next More Than Gems should be soon, right? Because it's been a while since we had More Than Gems. And the one after that, I think there will be again like a month or so between them. So let's say if we get the More Than Gems within a week and the next one a month later, we are going to have around 40 days or so until we get to VIP 14. Because in 2 More Than Gems, if I spend everything on VIP, I will get to around 650. And in the meantime, over the course of those 40 days, I will get VIP from various things, from Alliance chests or other things, like a recharge event, spending a little bit of money. I think in 40 to 45 days, let's say 50, just to be safe, we are going to be VIP 14. This means we will 100%, my plan was pre-KvK2, but 100% we'll have VIP 14 ready pre-KvK3, where all Season of Commanders are available, so that we can spend those juicy sculptures. And speaking of sculptures, my goal regarding the number of sculptures before KvK2 was 1000, and I'm pretty close to it. I'm only like short of 64 sculptures, which is not that much, but still, this KvK2, it just came so fast.
That's what she said.
Right, I'll probably edit a Michael Scott meme here. But yeah, we couldn't get to 1000 sculptures, but still I think we do have a healthy amount of sculptures, so I'm not unhappy about how many we have. And let's take a look at the commanders real quick. I thought that I would have my FF-led expertise until KvK2, but KvK2 is almost here, even though her sculptures are free, even though you get it from, Expedition every single day. I think before KvK2 fighting starts, we won't be able to expertise our FF-led, but it is fine. Maybe we just use her later on in the KvK. I thought I could get my Richard to 5511 without spending my universal sculptures, and I made a dedicated video about Richard, why I decided to get him to 5511, so I'm not going to explain it in this video, but without spending any sculptures, any universal sculptures, my plan was maxing his first 2 skills from, spinning the Wheel of Fortune to 10. In fact, we do have a Wheel of Fortune for Richard right now. There we go. Tomorrow I'm going to spin the free one, get to 10, and get the 5 sculptures. And, when there is a recharge event, mostly we do purchase daily special offer. And for that, I've selected Richard. I could get sculptures from that. Or if there is And I don't remember the name of it, but you pretty much basically recharge a certain amount of gems, and in return you get a sculpture for a specific commander. I think it's called Gem Rush, but I'm not 100% sure. That, for example, was another thing that could give us richer sculptures and make us get him to 5511 without spending any universals. But it is clearly highly unlikely because I'm still lacking a lot of sculptures for Richard. And without spending universals, I don't think I'm going to get there. Maybe not even during KvK2. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to be pessimistic, but yeah, that is probably not possible. And regarding epic commanders, I've already expertise Babers, Joan of Arc, Mathilda, Sun Tzu. Maybe Bjorn would be good. Do I have enough sculptures? Unfortunately not. So having the option, if needed, to be able to use, Sun Tzu and Bjorn together, maybe in the field, maybe in Canyon, because I think this is the best epic pairing that you can get in the game. That would have been good, but that is fine, because Babers is super important to pair with Minamoto. Joan of Arc and Mathilda, they are really good, and not just for gathering. Yes, Mathilda is for gathering, but Joan of Arc is also really good in Canyon game mode. So I'm okay with how our epic commanders are looking. Equipment, actually, let me go back to Minamoto, because he does have our primary equipment. So my goal was getting a special talent on every single epic on Minamoto. And we do have some blueprints. Let's take a look at it. One for Abyssal Visage. For chest, unfortunately, we don't have it. For legs, one for legs. Again, one for Heart of the Saint. So one blueprint, and except this one, we don't even have a blueprint for Dark Lord's Blessing. If we had it, it's 100% crit, it's guaranteed. But we only have one for each of these. We don't even have the boots. It's the blue boots. And I don't think that having one blueprint for each epic is going to give us, full talented epic set. So that is, again, pretty unlikely. My goal was, as I said, to get all the epics of special talent until KvK2. But unfortunately, that won't be the case. The second gear will be on our Richard I, because I will either use, Richard FF flat, or maybe I would use a Richard Charles Martel, good old tanky pairing. Punching bag, I should say, but in KvK2, I think that would do a decent job. So his gear is clearly way worse than Minamoto, and unfortunately this whole Windswept set is special talented, but it's for cavalry, because I wanted to craft a specific set just to catch the farm killers, and I wasn't successful because somehow they're just so fast. But if I could, get the blueprints for infantry epic gear, I will probably craft it, and don't care if they are special talented or not, because if at a certain point you think like, okay, I'm not going to use Richard on the field anymore, maybe just for Canyon purposes, and I think blue equipment is just going to be fine, and then you can just dismantle your epics, get all the materials back. The only thing that you're going to lose is going to be your gold. So I couldn't achieve my equipment goal as well, but as I said, seeing this icon right after our KvK1 is finished was very surprising. Hope you guys liked it, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss future Rise of Kingdoms videos. I see you on the next one. Goodbye.